Hello everyone, my name is Fino from class 10F, and today I'll be explaining about my personal project, which is making a batik inspired mask. My personal project started about 6 months ago. I brainstormed on what I should do for my personal project that can help reflect in my interest of designing and sciences. After a few ideas, I finally came up with an idea to make a mask. I then start with the first step, which is investigating, where I have to identify my goal, research, and planning. Through this 6 months project, I wish to achieve in helping communities, specifically targeting the upper classes, to have a little more respect towards the Indonesian culture, which will be accomplished by combining traditional and modern designs such as the batik and other modern designs. The goal of this project has a strong relationship with the IB's global context of personal and cultural expressions, also the scientific and technical innovations. The correlation between my goal and the global context is to see how we can use one of the traditional designs of batik to raise an awareness about the dying cultures. The reason why I want to achieve this is because of my personal interest in designing and sciences. Furthermore, it has come to my realization that the earth is covered by many health issues we are not even aware of. As everyone knows, we faced a very deadly pandemic in the recent year, the COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus. The coronavirus is extremely deadly for people with weak bodies such as the elderly. So us youngsters' job is to protect them by doing social distancing and following healthy rules such as to wear a mask, which is again an issue. Mask shortage has been an issue and after the first self-distancing wave, and due to lack of masks, the prices of the mask also skyrockets, which results in the lower class to be left with no mask. The goal of this product is both to aware the upper classes and also to provide help for the lower classes. The goal is proven to be extremely challenging as I need to further have the knowledge of like physics, chemistry, math, designing, and everything else. And it was also difficult when coming to choose the right materials with good quality, safetiness, and I have to sketch everything as well as testing. From previous MYP subjects, there are 3 main subjects that helped me out the most in this project. One of them is design. I learned all about designing, digital designing, the processes, how to think when you're in a creative block, etc. To properly undertake my investigation, I have proven to use research skills, both media and information literacy. The media literacy skills that I have developed are seeking multiple perspectives from a variety of sources by gathering both secondary and primary sources. But throughout the project, I've noticed that my skills in locate, organize, analyze, evaluating, and synthesize information has grown by making a research plan. As for my information literacy skills, I started the project in mastering on collecting, verifying, recording data, which is proven by writing effectiveness of notes in different formats and making use of OPVL analysis and help verify each sources. But making connections between resource is a skill I have developed throughout the project. This is applied when I have to combine my knowledge in Indonesian history, designing, and also manufacturing to come up with an effective product. In the next stage of my personal project, the planning stage, I developed a success criteria that helps me guide myself in making a successful and functional product. The product is tested based on its aesthetics, cost, safety, and impact of the product. To achieve the highest mark of aesthetics, the product must look like the final sketch I have developed. To achieve level 7 to 8 in cost, the product must have little to no money to create and should be finished within 1 month. To achieve the highest level in safety, the mask must function properly and be comfortable. And as for the impact, the highest level is achieved by receiving feedbacks that my product effectively displays the Indonesian aspects and must strongly relate to the global context of personal and cultural expression. After creating the success criteria, I then made a timeline in order to keep myself on track and to prevent me from procrastinating and going past my set schedule. I designed a timeline that consists of specified date, goal, and reflection. This helps me to identify which tasks I should prioritize and finding out my strengths and weaknesses through reflection. I've also used manage back to-do lists to keep myself on track and let my supervisor know that I am on track. As for the self-management skills, I have mastered organization skills by creating a timeline, and reflective skills by identifying areas of growth and improvement when writing weekly reflections. But as time passes by, I have developed my affective skills, including in managing emotions and being motivated. One way to overcome these difficulties is by knowing when to stop and taking frequent breaks. If I keep pushing myself and working to no end, I could overwork myself, which could affect the quality of my work and my motivation since I am burned out. Moving on to the final step of the project, manufacturing. The final product is a unique batik design mask alongside with other accessories such as necklaces that I have created with the remaining batik I have printed. Based on the success criteria I have developed, I was able to see that the product's aesthetic has a high quality material. The product cost is considered to be successful, as I have only spent about 400,000, which is actually less than the budget requirements, considering that I have made about 32 max and manufactured in less than a month. Using my own batik design independently has proven to fill one of the checklists in the function criteria. The product outcome comprehensively connects with the global context as the product successfully combines elements from the traditional cultures and the modern designs. Additionally, the product's impact is considered to be personally and culturally expressed on communities and environments, as it can help people to access the world without being scared of a virus. Some weakness areas that I can find from my own product is how it does not entirely follow the final sketch, errors that occurs when the testing mask quality was done, as well as how my product does not have the best material due to its cost. Thinking skills I have developed before the project are critical thinking, shown from how I use my problem-solving skills when changing my target area and reciting my sketch measurements, as well as my creative thinking, shown from how I design my sketches. One of the thinking skills I have developed throughout the project is transferable skills. Although I have frequently used this skill, I realized that it is developed in a way that I can link social and cultural knowledge to create a product that considers each other's criteria. Example is when I have to think of the minimum price of a mask that is suitable for a lower class person. Another way I did this is to list down the advantages and disadvantages of each side to make sure the product reflects well in those two sides. A communication skill I have no trouble with is writing effective notes, which is to show how I communicate my knowledge. But the communication and social skills I have advanced in is when communicating with other teachers, especially my supervisor, which is Mr. Hafiz, and also listening actively to others' perspective and ideas. This concludes my personal project journey this year. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy my video. Thank you.